Wes.
2 years after her.
What's Kevin's last name? Had Trimmers Barbershop.
It's Kevin Brooks.
Kevin Brooks, that's it.
1600 today with Kia from the socialcrown.com, and you can watch this live. Well, obviously you're watching it live. I'm thinking I'm on another platform. Don't mind me too early. But call into 910-483-6111 and let us know what you're thinking. And if you have anything that's happening in the upcoming weeks, give us a call so that we can share.
I got something really good to share about. It's coming up. Yeah, that's what we use just to.
Any unidentified remains will be buried in a mass grave with a special memorial.
We have different versions.
Do you?
Have Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates would be cool.
Shaka Khan.
Switch it up a little bit.
Fire on those deputies called about a late-night domestic dispute. Authorities said the incident.
You know, it's kind of interesting because the song's really not what we're talking about, except for it does say things ain't like they used to be, and Fayetteville ain't like it used to be.
Began shooting at the law enforcement officer. They returned fire, killing the man. The wildfire that tore through Redding in Northern California wiped out everything.
That doesn't work for me because I don't drink coffee. Coffee and I just don't get along.
Will remain a challenge for the firefighters battling the car fire.
I like coffee. I'm not one of those that needs it. I had some.
Some good news. But the temperatures are expected to remain over 100
So,
degrees.
did you take a tour of the? I saw you wearing hard hats. So, were you inside the Prince Charles?
Yes, sir. I did the Citizens Academy Friday, and then yesterday I took a tour of the baseball stadium.
Lanes of I-40 were closed for nearly 5 hours following that accident. You're
Looks like
listening
it's
to
going to be really cool
NCN.
too.
We'll start the weekend warm and humid under partly sunny skies with hit and miss
Kia, what
showers
is
and
your last name?
thunderstorms,
Yeah.
especially during the afternoon or early.
That's because you are so young.
It's around 86 to 91. Tonight we can't rule out a couple of thunder
You're young
showers.
compared to me, I can promise you that.
Plain, otherwise fair to partly cloudy.
Speaker
Fog
problem
possible.
might
We'll look
be
at lows
better
in the
Oh,
upper
you got new
60s
ones.
to low 70s.
Well,
We'll have a chance of showers
better
and
ones.
storms.
That one was just, you couldn't hear a thing they were saying.
Heavily cloudy to
No,
finish
you
the
just see
weekend.
us going,
83 to 88.
Trying to listen hard.
I'm like, well, let's send the weather center.
Pretty sure Pat LeClaire's going to at least do 1 month with us. November. I've been twisting his arm.
I still have to stop my right up.
Oh, man.
I was like, when you messaged me,
I like that intro.
Hey, Sarah. Good morning.
When do you want us in? Good morning. You're listening to What's Going On Fayetteville on the We Do Radio Network. I'm Wade Fowler, the owner of Fowler's Southern Gourmet. I've got with me Tiffany Haywood, who is my host, and she is the most awesome, wonderful, most fabulous, the Mrs. T blogger.
Thanks, Wade. You always
Come
make
on.
me feel so special.
Did I underplay it?
No.
I didn't. Okay.
Totally not.
And why don't you introduce Kia, since you bloggers know what y'all do?
Today we have with us the wonderful Miss Kia Young from the socialcrown.com as well as Living Rich blog. She is an amazing social media manager. She can do a rock star thing for anybody, any small businesses. She has what you need, definitely.
Okay, and I just want to let you know that you are listening to What's Going On Fayetteville, which is the program that tells you what's going on in Fayetteville that's really good and fun to do and things that are happening around town, because a lot of people still think Fayetteville doesn't have anything going on. We know it really does, but you're listening to us on WIDU Radio 1600 AM Fayetteville, WIDU 1160 AM in Red Springs, North Carolina, WAGR 1340 AM Lumberton, North Carolina, and Robert's favorite station, WEWO 1460 AM in Laurinburg, North Carolina. We are part of the We Do Radio Network. And you can listen to us on the radio at WIDU.1600.com. We are so glad you're listening to us this morning. And I just wanted to tell you something. I brought something because yesterday was 4th Friday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And it's actually continuing today.
Oh, that's right, because of the ferry.
Yes, you can still
thing.
go do your ferry scavenger.
I saw lots of ferry scavengers at the transportation, all over downtown last night. But anyhow, I just wanted to tell you about something. And just to let you know, I tried something new, and I brought some in for the ladies to try this morning. It is peach Nutella bread. that I picked up
bread.
I picked up from a small company that's just started up called Delights in the Box. And so you might want to look them up on Facebook or whatever else, because I got news for you. That stuff is like, wow. It is so good.
So yummy.
And it was kind of neat to see everybody coming downtown last night for fun and seeing the kids all dressed up and searching things out. So
the fairy doors were so fun. And they all like decorated, so unique. My daughter had a blast. She had her fairy wings and her tutu. She was in Princess Fairy Heaven.
And I hear the gnomes were like super awesome.
Yes. The gnomes were really fun. They had like it was kind of like a Rumpelstiltskin type thing. Like the kids they had challenges for the kids to find out what the gnome's name was. And then that's how they had to go get their next door or the next clue. Mm-hmm. It was set up amazing. And it's continuing today. You can still go and finish, because there were 40, I think, fairy doors to be found. So if you didn't finish them all last night, you can still grab your map and go find the rest of them today.
All right. So if you found all 40, there were no more.
Wait.
Sorry, first dad joke of the day. First dad joke of the day.
He has them all, man. Listen, I'm sure there's going to be more later on.
Hey, you know, well, listen, usually I go to you first for what's going on in Fayetteville, but I want to bring this one up because I know somebody that's associated with this, and this is such a feel-good thing for Fayetteville, the Fayetteville area. It's called Fay One.
Yes, I saw
Opportunities Never End Back to School Giveaway. And it's a combination of several movements. Kevin Brooks, who is a really good, this guy loves this area, and he wants to do something to help kids. He started Gotcha Back, the backpack giveaway program, years ago. Anyway, Gotcha Back backpack giveaway is combining forces with Cut My City for a huge event. Mm-hmm. The Fay One movement is also a collection of several other nonprofit organizations, businesses, community activists, and civic leaders who have all agreed to come together as one. It's going to take place Saturday, August the 18th, so it's just around the corner, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Crown Arena in Fayetteville. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have free haircuts for the youth, free hair braiding and styling, free backpacks with school supplies, free hot dogs provided by law enforcement officials. There'll be a kids zone with free bouncy houses, games. Get this, a teacher's lounge.
Nice.
Yes.
A teacher's lounge where teachers will have a chance to be pampered and to show appreciation for their efforts. And it also includes a teacher's closet. You know, we always hear about teachers having to go out and buy supplies for kids in their class. Well, guess what? They can go to the teacher's closet and pick up the supplies they need. There's going to be entertainment with local talent will be there. There's going to be vendors, businesses who will be present as well. There are over 70 barbers and stylists who will be volunteering their services at this event. The goal of Fay One is to build a coalition of leaders who will be able to come together for many future events as well. Okay, here's the deal. If you're interested in volunteering, joining, sponsoring, or donating to this event, I want you to email Fay1, and that's FAYEONE 2018 at gmail.com, or visit the Facebook page at Fay, that's Fay -1 ONE, Fay One. Listen, folks, I don't know if there's any other place that's doing this. This is why I love this town.
Right.
These are people coming together. They don't care where you're from, who you are, what you look like. You need help, they want to help. And I think that's just awesome. It's even more awesome than you are, Tiffany.
Wait.
Now, how many years has this been going? Because I've heard about this event before, but I think it's just getting larger and larger every year.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Fay One. I think this is the first time for Fay One where they've joined. I know that they've had some things where they've had free haircuts and stuff like that. And we do also have a free dental clinic that comes through. Mm-hmm. But this is the first time, I believe, and I could be wrong, but this is the first time that they brought it together. So Kevin Brooks owned Trimmer's Barbershop over in Bronco Square, and he used to hold the Gotcha backpack event over there at Bronco Square.
That's what I'm thinking.
And he's done that for a number of years.
Right.
But this is the time when I have to have a feeling that he's got his fingers in all this, that he's the one that pulled everybody together and said, let's try to make this a bigger event, because that guy's got a heart for helping people that are in need and for this community. And if you don't know him, you need to get to know him. Definitely. He is an absolutely wonderful human being.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So now that I got that out of the way and I got to jump the gun, What do we got going on that's kind of fun things around here coming up?
Okay,
Ms.
well,
Tiffany?
we have a couple of things. Well, one thing that's happening today, besides the continuation of Midsummer Night Downtown, we also have Backyard Barbecue, which is being hosted by Our Place. They're also doing the Adult Field Day. That's coming up in August. I think it's August 11th. But today they're having a barbecue right behind the Arts Council on Hay Street. And it's just to help them raise some funds. The event itself is free, but they're having raffles and prizes, and you can buy some food, but that's happening today.
And they're accepting donations.
Yes, they are accepting donations. It's to help send them to the National Poetry Slam, which is amazing, because the Marquee Slam is pretty awesome.
Yes.
Right? So that's happening. Then we also have Family Festival Day, which is happening July 28th, again today. It starts at 11 and ends at 3 p.m., and that's going to be in Holt Mills at 4453 Blackbridge Road. And they are giving away 1,000 book bags and school supplies. So it looks like our entire community, not just Cumberland and not just Fayetteville, rather outside into Holt Mills, they're all rallying to try to help kids get back to school with everything that they need. They're also doing free haircuts, and that's happening today. They're having food trucks, turkey legs, funnel cakes. Ooh. I know, right? You had me there. Video game truck, games for kids and teenagers. And they're going to be raffling off a Samsung 55-inch 4K TV. So that sounds like a pretty awesome event.
Wow.
I'm just going to go for the turkey legs.
I know, right? You had me at turkey legs. Well, you pretty much had me with any kind of food, but...
True.
Yeah, I was going to say. Let me tell you about something that's coming out. I don't know the exact date, but be looking for it. You know, there's been a lot of stuff, and we're talking about all the positive things, and this is kind of a positive way to look at it. Mm-hmm. But there is going to be an event at the Crown coming up in August. I can't remember the date, but the EPA will be here to do a thing talking about the Gen X situation, down south of us here. And so be looking for some information about that to come out in the newspaper and all that type of thing. But I do know they will be coming soon to be looking at that. Mm-hmm. So go back to fun things.
Okay, more fun things. Now, recently, I think it was this past Monday, it's summer. We're coming towards the end. And for whatever reason, it seems like my kids are extra bored towards the end of the summer. Right. So I'm in total, mom activity mode. So we took a trip over to JP's Jump Masters. It's right in Fayetteville. And Monday nights are family nights. So you get 4 jumpers for a full hour for $40. Socks included, and it's pretty awesome. My kids had a blast. I kind of had a blast too. I was jumping all over the place. I love to join in the fun. And this Monday, they're actually adding to that family fun by having family face painting. So you can get your hour's worth of jump for 4 people for $40 plus face painting. And that's from 5 to 6 p.m. You can jump from 5 to 8, but the face painting is from 5 to 6 p.m. And that's at JP's Jump Masters, which is at 7005 Nexus Court in Fayetteville. And that's veteran owned, and it's an awesome trampoline park. My kids love it. I
love the story behind JP Jump Masters.
Yes.
That's one of the things that I love about Fayetteville so much is all the local places have such great stories. Mm-hmm. And so when I found out the story about JP Jump Masters, about how she, her
husband
passed away. He was was he?
I think he was Army.
Active duty. And he wanted to start that business. And so she went ahead and started the business in his honor. So it is a great awesome. Local place
and
to
when
go.
You walk in, there's a dedication to him, and you can find out what his story was. And they also have a full cafe deli. So if you want to let your kids jump, and it's set up so that you don't have to, there's no way for your kids to get out without walking past you. So you can totally sit in the cafe, have coffee, have a sandwich while your kids jump in the trampoline area.
Wow. And they also have exercise nights, right?
Yes, and we are doing that. Yes. They have exercise fitness nights where you get to exercise with on the trampolines. Right. And yeah, I already tagged you.
It's a good mom
night out.
Mom night out.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, warning, dad joke coming.
Oh, here we go.
You had me a little confused at the start when you said you got 4 jumpers. I was going to go, what color are they? Are they do they have designs on them or?
Only you, Wade. Only you. No, you can jump. 4 people can jump for a full hour.
Okay. Well, you said you got 4 jumpers for the price of admission. So,
Only you. But that's happening on Monday.
Well, I'm into style,
I mean, jumpers are not bad.
Yeah. Well, I got confused because over in England, jumpers are a sweater, so I didn't know.
Oh, see,
yeah.
so you have
so
to.
I'm like, Which
you
jumper
have
is
to
he talking
specify
about?
what kind of
Well,
jumper.
they talk funny over there too, so they
Well,
got
there's
to
that.
get this stuff wrong.
I would probably be so confused. Then we have on Tuesdays, What the Truck, happening at the CVB. That's
Same
every
one.
single Tuesday. Food trucks. I'm not sure what food truck is showing up this week, but they're always amazing, so it doesn't even matter. Just
Let's
a
see
food
if I can
truck.
Find out. Which
Yeah,
one.
I did search and I asked, and I think they just said they're not sure or that it'll be announced a little bit closer, probably
Whatever
on Monday.
it is, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, and those are every Tuesday from 11 to 2.
They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 food trucks out last night there on Maxwell Street.
Yes, yes. The food trucks. Any type of food truck always catches my attention because I love trying different foods, and it takes away that me having to wonder what I want because I can get one from every truck.
And again, they all have great stories behind them. I love to hear the
True.
stories behind the people that have
That
our
run
food
those trucks. They are.
Yeah, those people that run those food trucks, they're
Really
interesting.
awesome.
They're kind of
you know,
interesting people.
We may or may not have one of those food truck people like sitting here with us, and he's
Right.
kind of awesome.
Yeah,
himself.
I'm kind of fond of one of the food trucks in town. But it's
One
called
of them.
Fowler's Southern Gourmet, but anyway.
That red truck that we all love to see pull up.
The ugly red trailer, yes. Pulled by that wonderful red truck.
Yes.
It's
What
what
else we got on the
inside that
list?
counts.
That's right.
Great barbecue.
Yes, definitely great barbecue. The other thing happening, and this I've been trying to get over here. Have you heard of Deep Creek Outfitters? It's downtown.
I think
near
it
the
popped
river.
up on my news
I've been
feed.
meaning to get over there for so long, but they have a downtown Fayetteville farmers market right in front of their location,
Nice.
and that happens every Tuesday. And they bring out local farmers, and they also have bird and squirrel wine bottle feeders. Okay, I've read that. And I'm like, birds and squirrels. Okay.
I got news for you. Unless you put safflower seed in your bird feeder, it becomes a squirrel feeder.
Really?
Oh.
So you have to like be specific in the food.
Squirrels will not eat safflower seeds. So
Good to
if
know.
you've got squirrels that are raiding your bird feeder and you're seeing squirrels instead
That's
of birds,
why.
change out your sunflower seed and the millet and all that other stuff and put in safflower seed, which you can get at Bell's Seed Store, by the way.
They've been
We
here forever.
kept having trouble with squirrels on our feeder, and finally I asked them about it. I said, put that in there. Birds come and eat, and the squirrels
don't
are
bother
like,
you.
see ya.
Well,
We'd
that's
rather be
good to
somewhere
know.
else.
But so they have that, and then they have watermelons, cantaloupes, okra, tomatoes, squash, and what did they say? And they have lunch at the Deep Creek Grill. So that happens every Tuesday, and that's at 1122 Person Street.
Yeah, it's down there where Skeeters used to be. It's where the boat ramp used to be, I think. Down
Yeah,
there.
they said they're right near the water.
Yeah, there's a boat ramp there, and there's an amphitheater down there that
Mm-hmm.
they used to do different things at. So, but Festival Park has kind of drawn everything to Festival Park and away from some of these
Yeah.
smaller venues. But I think some of them are coming back.
Yeah, I've seen them really active on social media, so they're definitely utilizing that.
You know, and I'll tell you another thing that there's a farmers market going on right now. This morning, down by the old train museum downtown.
Transportation Museum.
Transportation Museum downtown.
Every Saturday.
It's every Saturday there, and I think they're also on Wednesdays there. And then there's
Yes.
one out here. There used to be one out here at Bronco Square. I don't know if it's still at Bronco Square. That's also on Wednesdays. So there's lots of farmers, but then you got the Sunday one at Dirtbag out there in Hope Mills. So there's lots of farmers markets going around where you can get some really good high quality stuff. So
Yes, the
That's where I
produce
go
is
to get my
amazing.
eggs.
Yes, eggs.
Yeah. And they're all a great price.
And then you have Got NC Milk, which is right on Max. Is it Max? No. Now I'm
Anyway,
trying to think
it's
of the street.
there.
It's there. It's
It's
downtown. Yes,
Anderson.
Anderson. It's on Anderson downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And her chocolate milk. My daughter
got some
is
last
completely addicted to that chocolate milk. And the cool thing is, she actually delivers like to your home, like
Oh, really?
old school milk delivery.
well, did you tell your daughter that chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
No, wait, I didn't tell her.
You should try
I knew
that.
it was coming. I saw his face. Something was about to happen. But they deliver your milk. You just like reuse your bottle and you can drop it off or you can just schedule and they'll deliver the milk to your house, which I thought was amazing. But she has sausages and fresh beef and meat. Like it's
Ice
amazing.
cream.
Ice cream. Yes, she has the ice cream sandwiches.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So go check out Got NC Milk downtown.
And she has
Wait,
flowers and things.
I'm
too,
looking at
every
something
time.
way back to the 90s.
Yeah, isn't that bad? Because, like, I remember the 90s, and for them to call it way back kind of makes me feel...
I still
A
feel like the
little.
90s was like 10 years ago.
I was in my 40s in the 90s.
Well, there's that.
Well, 90s, I was in high school, well, like middle school, high school.
I graduated in 2000.
But you guys can't see what we see, so I'm going to explain what we're talking about. Pressed, a creative space downtown on Hay Street, is hosting way back to the 90s, and it's a 90s back to school launch party. She has some amazing 90s products. Like, she is taking me down memory lane. She has caboodles and caboodles, like the old school like makeup things.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting one for my daughter.
Yeah, and then she even has the little compacts by caboodles. She has a bunch of 80s. She has cassette tape. I can't believe my kids don't even know what cassette tapes are. Like,
I'm pretty sure mine don't either.
No,
I don't even know that we've had the conversation.
I don't even think they know what a CD is. Exactly. They think it's a DVD, but I'm like, no, it's just music, and they're looking at me like, what? And I'm like, am I that old? Like, really? Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, do you know what's making a comeback?
What?
Vinyl.
Oh, yes.
Vinyl's making a huge comeback.
That has vinyl.
There is, but my 15-year-old 2 years ago asked for a record player, and she collects records.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you taken her downtown?
I have not.
It's a warmer sound than digital.
The sound quality is definitely different.
Yeah, I used to be a stereo salesman and really got into stereo big time.
Really? Wade, you've done everything.
Well, almost. I've even hosted a radio show on the WIDU radio network, which, by the way, I want to put this in right now. This is a local station. Mm-hmm. You know, we keep talking about buy local when we're talking about, you know, like I like eat local, you know, for us. I like, you know, buy local. And I think there's a lot of people that don't understand the value of a locally owned local radio station that looks at things going on in their community. And guess what? Listen to this, people out there. If you advertise on a local radio station, guess where the money stays?
Right in your community.
It stays right here.
And
helps building up, and it helps doing the thing that you like to do. Mm-hmm. When it's corporately owned and the corporation is somewhere out in East Tucumcari or somewhere, I don't know, or New York City or whatever.
Where is that?
then most of the money goes there.
Right.
True.
A little bit of it stays here. I mean, it does because you pay people to work here and everything. But we need to be thinking locally here, not only when it comes to which shop you go to, but also, you know, who you're going to advertise with, because that really helps keep it at home where it belongs.
Speaking of advertising, we have Miss Kia here, and she is actually an amazing social media manager.
Notice how I set that segue.
I know, you set it up perfect. Look at that, look at that,
that.
look at it. So tell us a bit about what you do for local businesses and small businesses.
So I started the Social Crown last September, so we're coming up on a year, but I have been working in social media, building online businesses for the last 7 years. So I started the Social Crown because I love this town so much, and I have some great strategies, ideas of how to really create community and tell stories. I was telling you guys, I love stories. I love, whenever I visit a new store locally, one of the first things I ask the owners is, okay, tell me, like, why did you start this business? Mm-hmm. So I knew personally that I always connected with places that had a story, and I've also noticed how story helps sell. Mm-hmm. You feel connected to a place, you're going to go visit. I go to Fowler's all the time. The first time I went to Fowler's, Wade was just super, I don't know, it just felt like I was at home. Mm-hmm. I was at home. So like, always, when I'm thinking about where I want to eat, the first thing I think is like, okay, what's local? Mm-hmm. And that really, the same thing for like Pressed. If I need something to do and I know I want to go shopping, I'm always going to choose a downtown place that I know their story. So I wanted to take that idea and make it into a business. Mm-hmm. So I basically develop and implement social media strategies for business. So I do this on a local level, but I also do it on a national level as well. So yeah, that's what I do. I tell stories for a living.
And that's awesome. And I'm the same as you.
I can tell you my story, how it got started.
Please do.
I'm crazy. That's how I got started.
Your story is short and to the point.
I didn't realize how hard it was going to be.
That's probably what a lot of business owners feel like. Like, I started with this great dream, and all of a sudden it was harder than you actually think. But you know, when you're passionate about something,
you push through.
Yeah.
And
You need to track these people down and help them out and let them tell their story,
I
because
will.
Definitely.
that peach Nutella bread is like out of
It
this
was
world. And
very tasty.
They make a whole bunch of different kinds of sweet breads, or like dessert breads and stuff. Ooh, really, really good.
But really quick, I realized I did not say when Way Back to the 90s is happening at Prest. So
When?
That's happening August 4th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I will be there because I cannot wait to get all my 90s stuff and feel a little bit older than I probably am, but still, it's kind of cool. And I want to see you guys there.
I mean, a couple of months ago, we celebrated the 80s.
True,
in
we did with
downtown Fayetteville,
flashbacks.
so it's
But the
only
80s
right
didn't
that
make
the
me
90s.
feel so bad, but the 90s are like, I don't know, I feel like...
I think we need
Plus
to,
my birthday is coming up, so that's probably not helpful.
I think we need to celebrate the 50s.
I can't
Okay.
help you
Because
on
that's
that
when
one.
that's when I was
You
born.
lead the charge, and we will help
Yes,
you.
I will totally support you in every way.
And by the way, I'm sitting here looking at the most awesome, wonderful the Mrs. T, and she's got her braids all tied up in a nice big bun. I want to know how the hard hat fit over there.
Oh, see, I took him down for the hard hat.
Okay.
And guys,
Why
everybody...
don't you talk about that too, by the way?
Yes.
Because that's something that goes on in Fayetteville on a regular
That's
basis.
what I was going to say.
And be worth listening
Wade
to.
is talking about how I had a hard hat on Friday because I took part in the Fayetteville Citizens Academy. And this happens, it used to happen more often, and I think it used to be at night in the evenings, but now it's a full day, and it happens, I think, 4 times a year. So this was this one, and there should be another one in about three or 4 months. Right. And it was from 8 in the morning till about 4:30. My day was completely packed. We started off with meeting some of the heads behind the city of Fayetteville. We met Jerry and, well, I'm saying first names, like, but they're just that cool. Like, they were just that down to earth. And the thing that I think I loved most about it was getting to meet them. I could almost feel the passion that they have for our city. And the Citizens Academy is basically to help regular, everyday citizens, business owners, people who want to know how to make our city better. It helps you know how to do that and how to help with that. And you should, it's an application process, but go check out the City of Fayetteville Facebook page. And that way you will be able to see when the next applications are open.
Tell them about some of the things you did. Because you,
you had to wear a hard hat,
so you went somewhere where they're doing some construction.
So
right?
the day started with the meeting everybody, and then we went across the street because it was at City Hall, and we went to the Prince Charles, right?
Yeah,
Prince Charles Hotel, and we actually got a chance to go inside and see the construction that is happening. If you check out my Instagram, you can see my Insta stories. I got shots from the first floor level. We went up to the 3rd floor, then to the 8th floor, and then we even went to the roof. So it was a lot going on. I got to see the ballroom and how it looks now. And what they have is the first floor is going to end up being retail. They're going to have
3 restaurants on that first floor.
Yes, they're going to have 2 to 3 bedroom apartments, like in the middle section, and then the top floor, which is the ballroom, because it is a historical building, they have certain restrictions to what they can do, what they can change, and part of that is they have to maintain basically the original purpose of the floor plan to a certain extent. So what Jordan Jones, who is the project manager, was explaining is that for the ballroom, they're just going to basically have, like, I think it's going to be an office space. So that's what they're going to do on that ballroom level. And the cool part was from the rooftop, we could actually see the stadium that's actually going up. And lucky me, the following day, I got a chance to tour the stadium being built. So I saw that construction site on yesterday. I did not need a hard hat for that one because they actually shut down all construction while we were there. But it was totally awesome. And you guys can check out, I reviewed the Citizens Academy on my blog, and the one for the stadium is coming up. You can find me at themrst.com. It's TheMRSTEE.com, and you can check out all about the Citizens Academy, and everything about the stadium should be up later tonight.
Okay, and we're about out of time. So, Kia, how do they track and follow you?
You can find me at The Social Crown on all social media platforms and www.thesocialcrown.com.
Thesocialcrown.com. And you can always track what's going on We Do on widu.1600.com or on wedo.com. And check out what's going on here. And remember,
WIDU1600.com.
It's got WIDU.1600 here.
Drop the dot.
Drop the dot. So it's
Drop the dot.
WIDU1600.com. Drop that first dot. I'm reading the sheet of paper in front of me. I was wondering when you changed it to the dot. Okay.
You can find
Well,
us just
anyway,
Google.
just want to tell you guys, thanks for listening. Tell your friends about it. Pass on the word that we need to find more people that want to find out what's going on in Fayetteville and help make Fayetteville a better place. We love this town, and we want you to love it as much as we do. Thank you so much. We do. How about that? I got that in there again. But anyway, thanks for listening today. This is Wade and Tiffany and Kia telling you thanks for listening today. Listen in again next week when we tell you what's going on in Fayetteville on the We Do Radio Network.
Bye, guys. Tune in next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. And I'll see you then. Thanks so much for calling. For tuning in. I love you all. And I will come back and answer your comments. Hi, Essence. Thank you so much for tuning in. And all of Kia's friends, thank you so much for watching.
I know, they're so awesome. Every time I looked up, there was a friend on there.
Yeah, they love you, girl.
I love you.
I mean, if they got that many of them, she knows what she's doing because they're all...
They're all on there. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next week at 9 a.m. Bye.
Thanks for having me.